So does this define the criteria for breaking news?
Not necessarily.
I think it's just like amazing news. I don't know if it's breaking, but it's pretty sweet. Like, I think we've all been worried about this, and there's been questions. And like after the last game, you saw J-Mo go to Instagram and like post like he was bored almost, I think. And yeah, so Corey Woods, shout out Corey Woods. He just posted this on his X. Offensive coordinator John Morton on getting Jameson Williams more opportunities. Quote, I failed him.
Said that J-Mo has been great. Said he's going to do a better job of creating opportunities to get him open. Said he worked on that throughout the bye week.
I like
and
the
like,
sound
look,
of that.
there does come a point where you do have to get the football in that man's hands because 1 out of every 8-ish times he gives it to the referee after he's done.
Yep.
Like that's I mean, that's math.
It's just so tough when you're putting up 30-plus points a game, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's such a catch-22 because there's only one football, and if you're putting up all these points, like somebody's not eating. It's just been J-Mo for, like, the past 4 games that hasn't eaten. But as we all know, football is an intricate game with J-Mo not eating, but then rolling the coverage to make sure he's not eating. It's opening up everybody else. So I get it. I love that John Morton, though, he's the one that's taking the hit for this, right? He's making sure that nobody's in J-Mo's face asking him, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? You know what's going on with him? Me. That's what's going on. So leave our guy alone, and I'll take the heat.
That's a leader, man.
Yeah.
Oh, for real. And he did go, like, in the preseason telling people, hey, I really love Jameson Williams. We hope to get him a lot of opportunities, and it just hasn't panned out that way so far this year. So I like him taking responsibility.
It's just when you look at the numbers, J-Mo, like, he's still 17 yards a catch. Like, he's still doing J-Mo stuff when he gets the football.
Yeah, the volume's not there. That's all.
Yeah.
At all. 17
catches in 7 games, which that's not crazy off what he is. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily.
It's not crazy. Like, he's never going to be.
It's just when he's
never
going
to
be
be Amon-Ra and catch nine balls a game.
No,
like,
he's not a volume guy, but you at least got to get the ball in his hands 4 or 5 times a game. At least.
Yeah.
No, who are you talking to? Like, I was the originator of this.
Yeah.
Like I said, when you get J-Mo the ball, a good percentage of the time, he gives it to the referee because he scored.
Even on a reverse or something, like they didn't even let that man touch the ball last game. Essentially,
Yeah.
That's what's like when it's limited, it's one thing. When it's nothing, that's quite another.
Like, we'll see him on the first drive get the first 2 or 3 catches of a drive, and then you don't see anything else.
Yeah, but that's fine. At least it's like they used to do with Ben Wallace back in the day. Give him the first possession, but obviously he's a lot more skilled on offense. But at least you got him involved a little bit. He can stuff the stat sheet a little bit. But 0 carries, 0 catches, 2 targets, that's not enough for J-Mo.
No.
But once again, I'm arguing against myself because 30-plus points a game. Goff is over 75%. Amon-Ra's leading the league in everything almost. Like, it's tough to get him the ball.
I just think it's more, is it a question of, okay, they're not doing a good enough job of trying to emphasize him in the offense, or is it more the defenses are just taking J-Mo out of the
That's
game?
what I think.
Because that's the question a lot of people have right
They're
now.
playing 2 safeties deep all the time, and that's what's opening up all the underneath for Amon-Ra, Laporta, Gibbs to slash the middle. Because, I mean, David Montgomery ain't getting the love this year either.
No.
He's not getting the carries he used to.
Yeah, and, like, again, it goes back to that, like, what we talked about. We talked about this on the show last week. I encourage you to watch the All-22s on YouTube and look at coverages, look at deep coverages on Jameson Williams. Like, it's a thing.
No,
like, 100% it's a thing.
You have to game plan for it.
And Amon-Ra St. Brown is benefiting right now. He is.
So is Gibbs.
So is Laporta.
I mean, those middle runs that Gibbs, first of all, the offensive line pushing the people 5 yards down the field gets him going, but then the safeties being 25 yards deep to try to come get him gives him all types of angles to outrun him.
Man, Gibbs is about 730 yards of offense already.
Yeah.
He had a 200-yard from scrimmage game a week ago. Like,
against me in fantasy football, but there's no other way I'd rather lose. I text my boy. I was like, this is the only way I'll tolerate losing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the way it's going to go. David Montgomery's living this right now at the running back spot. Like,
Yep.
guys, when you're good, this is how it goes.
Yep. And they'll get theirs, right? There'll be games that J-Mo will bust out, but it's when the defense is going to stack 8 in the box to try to stop Gibbs, and then you just throw 4 to 5 deep balls to J-Mo.
Yeah.
Caseville Country Boy in the chat wasn't worried about Laporta or J-Mo now 100%. Like, no, I wasn't either.
There are people that are, though, for sure.
And I never got that.
How many points are you expecting us to put up a game?
Well, this goes back to, and Spenny, remember these shows we did where right when Goff kind of took over, and we were like, what do you expect in this season? And
Greatness.
people were like, well, St. Brown's going to have 1,500 yards, and J-Mo's going to push 1,000 when he comes in, and Laporta's going to have 1,000, and Gibbs is going to have 900 receiving. And I remember that one show I added it all up, so I'm saying, okay, so you guys are going to say that Jared Goff's going to throw for 6,300 yards.
Yeah.
Like, that was the talk for real. Like,
I mean, but last year they damn near achieved all of it. To be real, shit. J-Mo had 1,000. Amon-Ra had 1,400. Like, it's possible. It is possible.
Yeah. So again, we just go back to it. I think that's cool. 89 Dr. Funk. The Lions have rich people problems.
They do.
That's it.
For real.
That's it.
They don't know what to do with all this money.
It's just the optics of it. You re-sign the guy. You expect him to be a kind of a bigger part of it, and he's been a less part of it than he even was last year.
That's why.
But John Morton,
that is the nature of his game for the 100th time. And then when it happens, say it happens this weekend, it'll be a bolt of lightning, and it'll be 67 yards, touchdown, that takes the game from a 10-3 game to a 17-3 game, and they're getting the ball to start the second half, and it's officially over.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yep. And let's be fair, J-Mo had that game where he had 2 drops that could have added tons of yards to his season already and stuff like that. So he needs to help himself, too, when he does get these rare opportunities. And, that was just one game. That's not traditionally what he does. But
like
that was
Amon-Ra St. Brown on 4th down.
Exactly. But that was a game that he dropped 2 balls that could have put him, he would have had like 70, 80 yards that game.
Easily.
I thought that we were ready for this.
No.
Every time we take 2 steps forward, KG, we take a step back.
Well, in terms of J-Mo, you know what that is, though. And
I don't know.
What is it?
You know what that is.
I don't know what
the certain segment of people that don't necessarily like J-Mo. And
what do they look like?
What's the segment?
Quite like yourself.
Oh, they do?
Quite like yourself.
What does that mean?
I think you know what that means.
What?
Yeah, right. But even outside of that, they see the contract, they see he got paid, and they're just expecting him to go out here and be 100 yards every single week, and that's just not realistic in this offense. It's not realistic.
No,
I would like to see him more involved, though. Scotty Montgomery spoke to it, I think, yesterday, too. Like, J-Mo hasn't necessarily been the first or second progression in the read, and with the offensive line that we have this year, it's not always possible to get him the ball, just based on what they've done.
Do people understand why they signed him long term? Do they understand it?
I don't think they do.
I don't think they
because he provides a service that is unobtainable.
He has a skill you can't buy.
You can't buy.
Or
you can't
teach.
You can't develop it.
Yeah.
You can't draft it in the later rounds and try to make it work. Like, it's mercurial. Like, he has a mercurial ability to make everybody in this league look slow.
Yep.
Every single person in this, the National Football League, he makes them all look slow. None of them are as fast as he is. Like,
and to have him and Gibbs on the field at the same time.
Yes, it's terrible. The 2 fastest players in the league.
Right.
J-Mo don't have to touch the ball all game. Defense still has to account for it every single snap.